Let's move to the present, to the Newcastle Jets 1, Wellington Phoenix 1. The Phoenix slip in the premiership race. Two costly errors will be the headline for this game. The Alex Paulson own goal and the Alex Rufer penalty miss. Christian, a draw takes them top of the league. However, there will be nothing but disappointment in Wellington.
And one of the questions was asked if he was worried about the complacency creeping into his side, coming into the back end of the season. And, he said he's seen the same attitude, week in, week out, especially this week at training. To quote him, I think he said here, no misplaced euphoria he's seen, throughout the week. But I thought there was sort of a tad on show in this game, especially in that first half where I think Wellington were a bit slower than usual to get out of the blocks and perhaps were a bit shell-shocked at how well the Jets approached the game. Almost in a frantic fashion where there was sort of no real structure about them, in those first 15 minutes until they took the lead through that mistake through Paulson, which he touched on, Lockie, that own goal. Obviously should have done better there, which we know he's got the quality to do so. But yeah, since that moment, the Jets became a bit more settled and disciplined in the back line. And obviously Wellington had to go for it for the rest of the game, being 1-0 down. A few impressive stops by Ryan Scott as well. Again, he's been excellent this season. And then, it probably wasn't midway through the second half where it seemed, the Jets are starting to get a bit of tired legs, a bit of space is starting to open up for the likes, Costa Barbarouses, Ben Old to do their magic. And finally got the breakthrough. Barbarouses at the back post again with the header, and then towards the end it's going to be that missed penalty by Rufer, which is going to be the real talking point because one successful penalty there and it's a completely different conversation with the Premier's play race. So it's funny also because Ryan Scott actually went up to Rufer when he took the penalty and he said, I actually low-key hope that you miss this penalty, obviously referring to the F3 rivalry. I thought, which is
no score.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
Jeez, you missed that one almost as much as Rufer missed his penalty.
It's funny, Christian. You bring up the perhaps slightly off structure of Phoenix. There were a couple of individual moments, obviously the two big ones, but like Sam Sutton just getting completely knocked off the ball in the first minute of the second half and leading to a Jets counter, like little things like that. It seemed like they were off a little bit, but then on the flip side, Paletti, they actually dominated this game overall, which is something we rarely see from Wellington, specifically away from home as well. They created almost 4 XG, had 2/3 of possession, 7 big chances that they missed. Yes, you can point to the 2 big errors, which will be hard to take for Knicks fans, but they were incredibly unlucky not to be well clear in this match if you look at everything else that happened.
I mean, look, to be fair, I'm absolutely amazed that this game ended in a draw. I thought that both sides could, have that... Apologies. Could have made a case for why they should have won this game. Jets were amazing. Wellington were amazing. The fact that it took them so long to put one into the back of the net, as we said, it's a testament to Ryan Scott, who had an absolute blinder. But yeah, honestly, like both teams probably should have walked away with the 3 points in this game. Honestly, for Wellington, I think we've seen glimpses of this throughout the year away from home, but also when they've travelled away from home, Giancarlo Italiano has very much said they're happy to, get a point. And if they get 3, fantastic. Like, it's very much get 3 points at home, get 1 on the road, happy days. We've seen exceptions to that. For me, the Monday night game against MacArthur comes to mind. That was delayed 24 hours because of MacArthur's AFC commitments. They came to Campbelltown, absolutely walloped.
Yeah.
Absolutely walloped the Bulls. Very much let's go attack, let's do the best we can sort of performance. And that's kind of what we saw here because they knew that they needed to get the 3 points for their title race. And I don't know. Look, I think that, as I said, I don't understand how neither side won this game when you actually look at the way the game's played.
Yeah, hard to take for Wellington, but there is another opportunity Given this draw, Central Coast have to lose now in order for Nix to win the minor premiership, because Central Coast have the advantage on wins as well. But they now have to go and play the Jets in the F3 Derby this week, who are the only team in the competition who are unbeaten in their last 4 games. So you never know what could happen. And Christian, if I can add one more argument as to why Wellington didn't win this game, it was because they had the black shirt and then the yellow socks and shorts.
Got a certain kit you can go for, you just go for it. I mean, yeah, it was a bit weird the way it happened. Yeah, Paletti.
So I don't think before this season they've had that sort of combination where they've mixed the away kit with the home kit at different points. After this season, regardless, unless they go on to win the Premier's Plate and win the grand final, that combination has to be burnt and forgotten about the history books. Just burn it, throw it out. This never happened. Never do it again.